Hello. I'm sad to say that this is our last library class. It's going to be online, but as you go throughout your library career, know that I'm here and I'm delighted to help you with everything. Obviously, I love my job and et cetera and so on and so forth. So today, hopefully, I'll be able to see you before the end of the semester. But if I don't, let me give you some parting shots. And then our last assignment will be about, like, well, what are you going to do with your life? You can answer that own question for yourself. Do you remember those big questions we asked at the beginning of just about every library class? What matters? What exists? What's important? Hopefully, with all of the things that we've worked on and explored together throughout this fall and spring semester, you've started to get the impression that those are questions that are not answered for you. A lot of people want to answer those questions for you, but this is something that you get to discover for yourself every day, like in a variety of ways of gathering information, analyzing rhetoric, looking at the data, all sorts of different ways. It's information literacy. How do you decide for yourself? And it's wonderful because there's no right answer for anything. It's like there's millions of answers somewhere between what's right and what's wrong, and you get to decide for yourself in every circumstance. It's wonderful. So the last one, what do we do with our lives? The University of Utah and all universities have career centers. Center University of Utah. These are good folks. I just met one who was a LEAP student who's now working there. It's really exciting. Um, Start your journey here. It sounds Irish. You can meet with these Career Center people and you can get a consultation, just kind of like working with a librarian. And you can discover all sorts of different things, opportunities that are out there, maybe learn about some education requirements to get to your dream, or you can see with the education that you're getting, what can you possibly do? It's really fantastic and it's for you. So you can set up an appointment. And here you can see like all sorts of different services. And do you want to work for somebody in particular? Do you want to do a particular thing? Well, this is great. They're here to help. It's a big goal of the university that you're able to go out and do those things that you want to do in the professional sense. It's like a big reason for federal and state funding. So they're motivated to work on that. What can we access today, though? And you're going to answer me, is that bad grammar? You're going to answer me 4 questions about this topic. And I'm going to give you the tools to do it. This is library light, so don't worry about it. But what's your dream job? You can pick anything that you want, practical or impractical. And for that, what education do you need? Also, what's a similar occupation? And then the next, I'd like you to put in your own words, like, what are you going to do next to get there? This is a fun thing to do. So, if you go out to the Department of Labor, this is a federal agency that works with census information, works with economists and all sorts of things. And they figure out where all the jobs are. And this is how things where they say, well, the truck driving sector is going low and they need employment. And this is where they get all those facts and figures. So we can put stimulus money into education programs, or we can do this, that, the other thing. The Department of Labor isn't necessarily the best place to go if you want to just answer those questions that I had, but they do have a great subset page called the Occupation Outlook Quarterly. I'm not seeing it, so I'm going to search. Occupation Outlook. And this is where they're projecting growth in different areas. Oh, there it is. Occupation Outlook Handbook from the Department of Labor. I think states have stuff like this too. This is not a political document, but this is a document that politicians use. This is unbiased. It's just quantitative data driven. So how do you use this? Well, any job in the United States that pays money, from cupcake decorator to fish farm owner to metallurgy scientists, all the jobs show up in here. And there's some like basic stuff. You can see where the most new jobs are going to be. You can look at degrees, fastest growing, highest paying, so on and so forth. And there's also major categories off to the side. These are major fields. So, hey, library's a field. Woo! What I'd like you to do is cruise through what's your favorite job? I want to be, if I could dream, I want to be a singer. And they have a page for that. But they also have like related ones too. Let's be realistic. I want to be a librarian. What do you want to be? Try looking in here and see what you can find. But let me show you how to answer those questions. So what's your dream job? First of all, you have to find it in here, and you have to give me the URL. So let's do librarians and library media specialists. So the URL, first question, would be get me that. Second question, what education do I need? Well, here's the cool one. You can go in and there's some basic information, but you can also say, well, how to become one. And there's my education right there. Oh, I needed a master's degree in library science. Got it. I also have a job as a librarian, but you get the idea. What do you need? What's a similar occupation? Oh, look, there's even a tab, similar occupation. So if all of a sudden um, I, I got fired for too many parking tickets on campus, what can I do with the education that I've already got? Well, these are all the alternates. The alternates are wonderful for your mental health because as you're working towards your dream job, you can get experience doing other things and still feel like you're legitimately on track. I think sometimes people, when they don't, so like right when I graduated school, I was working at a car wash, and I was like, oh, I'm never going to get my librarian job. But had I known this, there's all sorts of different things that I could have done, which would have kept me in my skill set and would have kept me working towards those goals that I have. This is really handy, and it also helps you figure out. Is this related to what I really want to do, or do you want to like explore something else? Last one, what are you going to do next to get there? This is your moment where you're going to tell me, what are you going to do? Are you going to finish a degree? Are you going to get practical experience? Are you already doing something? There's no wrong answer to this. But the main idea behind this is that it's comforting to see that there's pathways into different things like that. Another fun one is this like job outlook. You can click on that tab too. You can see, where is it happening? So you can see that the growth is 9%, which is about average, which is great. And you can see how many jobs there are. You can see the median pay. You can see what they do. Isn't that cool? Oh, red. It's the librarian color. Oh, I got to get a red turtleneck, don't I? Okay. I hope to see you soon. Have a good one.